Hello. I hope you're all doing well. And if not, I at least hope that your night improves. Hello, Adam. I hope work's going well. Good. Okay. I'm still trying to wake up here. Tonight is choose your own deck night. Once again, where you get to choose what decks you get used for your reading. But before we get into the cued readings, let's go ahead and get into the collectives first. What message do we need to hear today? Look at this. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords reversed, the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords, and Justice. So, things may have felt very out of balance for a bit, but this balance here, is going to be restored. Previously, you may have felt very stuck in some old patterning, stuck in some potentially self-destructive behaviors, and just stuck in a lot of grief. Just been stuck in a lot of heavy emotion, just in general, no matter what that may be for you. You've been feeling stuck in that, and like you can't free yourself from that, but you can, okay? And you will. And this won't last forever. Things may have felt very heavy and very hard for a while, but it's not going to last. Just do your best to remember that those feelings never last, okay? They will dissipate eventually. But to help restore this balance to things, and to help release these heavy feelings that you're carrying, take a break. Okay? Just take a break. Pause, slow down, take some time out, okay? You need to take some time out to go restore yourself, to go replenish yourself. So perhaps do some self-care here, okay? Do some self-care. Just take some time out to relax. And maybe just do something you enjoy, just to take your mind off of things, okay? Just need a bit of a helpful distraction here, okay? And let's see what the Oracle wants to add to this. What about if we get the Sun card from this Oracle deck? Because I'm using the Moon Witch Oracle. Hey Ram! It's good to see you again. I remember you too, even though it's been a while. I didn't stream for a while there, so... I only just returned in early March. Oh, okay, there's one more. I've been doing well. Just been lately trying to fix my sleep schedule, so I woke up like half an hour before stream today, so I'm still trying to wake up, so if I seem a little off or a little slow, I promise nothing is wrong with me. I'm just trying to wake up. How have you been? Oh, yeah, I get that feeling. I'm sorry that you've been dealing with that, though. I hope you are able to get some good sleep. Okay. So we have vision. Get clear on what you want. Balsamic moon. Things come and go. Surrender to the universe. And cast a circle. Healthy boundaries are crucial for growth. Queue's not open quite yet. I'm just starting off with collectives, but queue will be open very shortly. Let's see. Vision. Get clear on what you want. If you do not know what you want, it is practically impossible to obtain or request it. You need clarity. Your desire must be clearly defined. Often our vision clouds when we are busy, distracted, or overwhelmed. Having a clear vision means living life with less confusion and doubt, even in these times. Your desires are ever changing. Sometimes you have the same desire for years and years, and other times your desires change by the hour. So whether it is something you have wanted all your life or something you have only just realized, clarify what you want at this moment. If anything changes in the future, simply adjust, pivot, or redirect. It is okay to change your mind. If you want clarity on your vision, remove the excess. Find clarity regarding what matters by ridding yourself of everything that does not. Find the light. Create your space. Do one thing at a time. Eliminate distractions. It is time to experiment and challenge yourself. Yeah, I was about to say, I know that feeling, okay? I currently have no fucking clue what I want. Because last year, shit just kind of went real fucking wrong on so many levels, and what I thought I knew crumbled around me. And now I have no idea where I want to go. That's why I took an extended break for like 9 months. So, however, I know none of what was removed was healthy for me. It was removed because it didn't belong. Because it would have only inhibited my growth. And that's why it was necessary to remove those things. However, it was a very, very intense period of struggle that left me feeling very, very confused. Yup. Oh no, I'm very certain about that one. I know it was removed because it wasn't good for my growth. It would have inhibited it. There were a lot of things that were removed for that purpose, but it still left me feeling very lost. Because it took so much from me. And it also put a pause on things regarding like the one constant that I've had in my life. One part of it was the part that I was just talking about. The one thing that was a constant in my life for about the past, like, 7 years. And that would be my now ex. Things had to be put on a pause there. So, guides have told me, like, since the very beginning of that, though, that this wasn't permanent. It was temporary. And once he figured shit out, that we could talk again and figure out where to go from there. Essentially, they've told me that this isn't the end. That we can be together again. But yeah. it involved a lot of heavy shit. The last year. I disappeared sometime in like mid-June, I want to say, and I didn't return. I streamed a couple of times after that, very, very irregularly. I tried to return a few times, but it never really went very well. I wasn't ready, and I was trying to force it. So, I finally returned back in March of this year. So, yeah, my now ex. But yeah. So, the one constant and what was once a place of comfort for me, who was once a place of comfort for me, was kind of removed temporarily. And I won't get into the reasons why. Just know that it wasn't for, you know, like something super horrible or anything. I wasn't unsafe or anything, so don't worry about anything like that. There's just a lot of shit that was going on. Yeah, but he has some shit he has to deal with. I still have a bit of shit that I need to deal with. No. It wasn't anything like that, no. We just weren't good for each other. Just to put it simply. Anymore. That and there were some things that happened that just kind of broke that trust. And again, not anything bad, okay? Nothing bad. I wasn't unsafe, there was no, like, cheating or anything going on there, nothing like that, but there were just some events that happened that broke that trust, and yeah. So, yep. We just had to take a pause. Just had to take a pause, just so he could figure shit out, and so that I could just kind of collect myself again. So, but yeah. That was like the final thing that happened last year. Things have kind of settled down since November, but it didn't make it any easier. I still had to take a few months just to kind of gather myself enough to function. So, yeah. Otherwise, I probably would have been back a little bit sooner, but I still needed time to just kind of gather myself. Yeah. I still don't feel like I have entirely, but, spirit guides have been helping a lot with that one. And like I said, they also said that this isn't permanent, it just was necessary for the time being. It's only temporary. And once all the pieces fall into place, we can just kind of decide where to go from there. So, yeah. Exactly. And that's kind of funny that you mentioned distractions, because kind of what this reading was about. If you're feeling trapped in some past grief, carrying some heavy feelings, you'll find freedom from them. You'll find a balance of things again. For now, though, you just need to take some time out to go rest, go have some fun, go distract yourself if necessary. So, yeah. I unfortunately am the complete opposite. I feel things very, very intensely. So, yeah. But I'm sorry you're dealing with that too. Just know that things will get better. And as this card said, yes, while it's important to get clear on what it is you want, if you find yourself in a moment of confusion, in a period of confusion without any clarity or any sense of direction, just know that that's okay. Just know that that's okay. Clarity will come eventually, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. It will get better, though. It will. Like, I felt horrible back in November and December especially. It was something that didn't start loosening its grip on me until sometime in like late January, I want to say. But those 2 months, in that period of time, was rough. And I wanted to give up a lot. I returned to a mindset that I never wanted to find myself in again. One that I haven't really dealt with super intensely this strongly since I was a teenager. Because I've struggled with depression and anxiety since I was a kid, a young kid. And PTSD as well, due to some events that happened in my childhood. Yeah. I know that feeling. That's particularly why that period of time was very difficult for me. But I know that's exactly why mine had to be removed from me, because I put too much emphasis, put too much of my value in him. And that's not good. You're not defined by a partner, by your relationship. You still exist outside of that. But I'm sorry that you felt that way. I know what that's like. And then we have Balsamic Moon. Things come and go, surrender to the universe. Good. I'm glad. And likewise. So. The Balsamic Moon, also known as a waning crescent, is the final sliver of light before the birth of a new moon. Metaphorically speaking, this is the time of death before rebirth. The old cycle is about to end, and a new cycle is near. The word balsamic comes from the word balsam, which literally means anything healing or soothing. The balsamic moon represents release, surrender, and soothing, just as its name implies. Take this moment to withdraw from the world, rest and renew yourself, release and purge. Most importantly, let go. Letting go is a crucial part of the healing process. Remember, you are about to start fresh, so do not take any troubles with you. Get ready, dream big, prepare the seeds of your dreams. Yeah. I know that feeling too. And it's okay if you don't know what you want out of anything. Oh, it looks like there's an ad break. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I forgot to put that in the title. I should do that. There we go. Thank you for reminding me to put that in the title. Okay, I think the ads are over. So, I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. Oh, right. It's okay. Like, I understand that feeling. So, it's okay. It's okay if you aren't sure what you want and you aren't sure where you should be going. That will come eventually. If all you can do right now is focusing on surviving, that's okay. That's okay. Don't stress yourself out too much about figuring it out what you want. Because that can just kind of make that problem worse if you try to force it. It'll come eventually. It'll come eventually. I know, I certainly don't know where I want to be going. Exactly. This period is about finding yourself again and taking care of yourself again, okay? So don't worry about too much else right now. Just worry about yourself and making sure that you're getting what you need. The rest will fall into place eventually. You'll figure out where you want to go again, what you want to do, where you want to be. Don't stress yourself out too much about that currently. You'll find it eventually. If you stress yourself out too much and worry about it too much, that can often just make that problem worse. So, don't be too hard on yourself if you don't know, okay? Right now is a healing period. You don't need to worry about anything else right now, except taking care of yourself. And last card here is Cast a Circle. Healthy boundaries are crucial for growth. Kindness towards others starts with kindness towards yourself. Compassion for others begins with self-compassion. Setting healthy boundaries is a crucial step in any self-care practice. Having healthy boundaries not only helps you take better care of yourself, but it also allows you to be more reliable for others. Clear boundaries help you tune into your real desires, feelings, goals, and needs. Boundaries are not just a sign of a healthy relationship with the world around you, but they are a sign of self-respect and self-love. Do not let your unclear boundaries hold you back from achieving your full potential. Give yourself the permission to set boundaries and work to preserve them. Trust your intuition, needs, and feelings. They are just as important as those of others. Do not be afraid to say yes or no to something or someone. Let go of the guilt. It is not serving anyone. Growth can be painful, but it is always necessary. So there is like a little meditation here. It's called a loving kindness meditation. And I'm just gonna go ahead and read this little section. During loving kindness meditations, you are encouraging yourself to send kindness your way or towards others. Sit comfortably in a relaxed position, close your eyes, relax your muscles, and take a few deep breaths. Focus on your breath. Imagine breathing in love and breathing out all of the worries and tension. Loving kindness meditation is first practiced towards oneself, since we often have difficulty loving others without loving ourselves. Repeat 3 or 4 positive, reassuring phrases or mantras to yourself. Some examples of positive mantras are, may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be strong, may I be supported on my journey. Bathe in warm feelings of love and self-compassion for a few moments. After a period of directing loving kindness towards yourself, bring to mind a friend, loved one, parent, or person you either love deeply or have difficulty with. Slowly repeat phrases of loving kindness towards them. May you be happy, may you be well, may you be safe, may you be peaceful and at ease. Love hard, repeat often. Hmm. And yes, self-love can indeed be very, very hard. But it is important. It is important. And it's okay if you're struggling with that too. I know that's currently what I'm struggling with, so. I'm still quite nasty to myself at times, but I have help with that. And it's okay if you need help with it as well, for anyone else who's struggling with that. And let's see what the Eventide Affirmations deck instead. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Had quite a few. Hold on. There they go. My goodness, how relevant these all are. Yeah. Okay. I understand life ebbs and flows. I can ride the waves as they come. Going very, very in line with this. I invite myself to relax as often as I need. Okay. Also very in line with this. I can create and maintain boundaries without losing love. I'm okay with making mistakes as I evolve. And it is safe for me to be myself. So, for anyone who needed to hear that, I hope it helped. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead and open the queue here in a moment. Let me just go ahead and open it really quick. Okay, queue is open. And as a reminder, tonight is Saturday. So, it is a choose your own deck night, so don't forget to use the choose command to pick the decks you want to have used for your reading. Okay. Well, you're up, Adam. So, what decks would you like? You want the Empyrean? Oh boy. And what extra deck do you want? You mean Thera-Pets? Okay. Okay. Let me get these out here. What's good with steak? Roasted potatoes. Or, yeah, asparagus can also be good with that. Or, roasted green beans? Or if you have a bit of a sweet tooth, you could do, candied green beans. If you like those. What? Ooh. That would be good. Yeah. Yeah. Some fresh herbs would be really good with the steak. Nice. Ooh. If you have that and you have some fresh herbs, you could also make like a little sauce reduction with the wine if you wanted to. Deglaze the steak pan with a little bit of wine and reduce it to like a sauce that you could like drizzle over it. Exactly. Yeah. That would be good. As far as like anything else to add, like, I'm not sure. If you have potatoes and asparagus, I mean, those both go really well, so I'm not sure if there's anything else that could be added to that. Honestly, those two things with a steak sound really good, so. No, thanks. Okay. You take a drink really quick. I hate getting so sniffly, like, shortly after I wake up. And getting stuffy. Ugh. Okay. Are you ready, Adam? No, it's not an allergy. It just happens every time I wake up. I get a bit stuffy and I get a bit sniffly for about an hour-ish or so after waking up. And it's usually delayed by about, like, half an hour or so. Until I've kind of, like... Essentially until I've woken up enough. And then it's just like, now you're gonna be sniffly and stuffy. Just for no reason. And then it disappears. Within, like, about an hour or two. And it's just gone. And I'm fine. It also happens sometimes after eating, but again, it's not an allergy. Okay. What message does Adam need to hear today? Oop, hey. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oop. Oh boy. Better reversed. Better reversed. Okay. Okay. We're gonna be... I feel like that's kind of the vibe today, though. We're gonna be... not as intense as last time, but we're still going to kind of... we're just gonna kind of tell you how it is. Kind of vibes. So, we have the Ten of Swords reversed. The Two of Coins. Okay. The Knight of Coins and the Queen of Coins. So, these past battles, this past conflict that was very intense, essentially, like, you're letting yourself hang on to it too long. You're worrying about it too much and worrying about making those same mistakes, making those same missteps, and ending up back in that same position again. Okay? And I feel like this is one of those cases where this is kind of like that whole, like, sort of self-fulfilling prophecy thing. Which is why you kind of need to release this. Okay? If you worry about it so much and focus specifically on this one thing, and you don't really pay attention to, like, anything outside of that, you're probably just gonna end up right back there again. Okay? Refocus. Refocus. Okay? Refocus. Shift your focus to other things. Don't worry so much about this as much as you have been, okay? And let it go. You need to be shifting your focus to actually essentially shift your focus to yourself, like actually taking care of yourself and making sure that you're getting what you need rather than focusing on past mistakes, okay? You need to prioritize yourself here. You need to focus on yourself and continuing to take those practical steps towards actually changing things. I know. It is very much easier said than done. But if you continue focusing on this, you're not going to see anything else. Okay? Something that has come up very, very frequently lately that I feel is kind of fitting here is, just because you experienced some things one way in the past doesn't mean that that'll always be how you experience it going forward. Okay? Things can change. Just because something was one way in the past doesn't mean that it'll always remain that way. It can change. But not if you keep focusing on those past mistakes. Not if you keep focusing on those past experiences and letting them influence how you move forward. Okay? Yeah. That's kind of why it's so important not to focus on those past mistakes. Because you're only focusing on those past mistakes, focusing on those past patterns, rather than looking for a different way of doing things. Because you're hyper-focusing on this one specific thing. And like, this isn't meant to be, you know, like, this isn't meant to be, like a super harsh call out or something. It's more so just kind of a word of warning. The most important thing to remember here is not to let these past experiences influence how you move forward, okay? You can choose something different. You can choose to take a more grounded, practical, mindful approach towards things. And yes, that's going to be difficult to start off with, and that's okay. The important thing right now is to stop letting these past influences have such a hold on you. Okay? They're pulling you down, preventing you from moving forward in the way that you want to. Okay? Just don't let the past experiences influence as much, okay? And when you find yourself in moments of difficulty, it's important to make a conscious effort to actually just take a step back. Okay? And that's what being mindful means. It's not about being reactive. It's about having the awareness and making a conscious effort to engage with things in a more healthy way, if that makes sense. Okay. And let's see what the Empyrean wants to add. How funny that I just mentioned grounding yourself, and the first card out here is breath. And then we have dream. Also, here, let me show this one better. And then we have a dream. And discovery. Is this? No, that's right side up. Okay. I thought it was upside down for a second. So, okay, breath. Where is breath? Okay. Breath. A quick Google will show you how many ways there are to breathe. Box breathing, holotropic breathing, alternate nostril breathing, equal breathing. There's an endless supply to try, each promising wellness and transformation. All of this to say, what is giving you life? What is not only sustaining you, but changing you? If death is letting go, breath is taking in. And sometimes we get so caught up in releasing, we forget that sometimes the new comes in before the old goes out. Our human minds try to simplify, first I will stop smoking, then I will start exercising. But maybe it's walking outside, the scent of soft moss nourishing you so deeply that you forget to reach for a cigarette for a few hours. When we find strength within, we don't need our crutches as much. And beyond that, when we step outside of ourselves, when we decide to be open, to take more in, to live our lives more fully, our thoughts begin to shift. We begin to expand, locking eyes with the moon, and thinking that doesn't seem so far away. The impossible becoming possible. Let breath be your guide. How fitting that is. And that goes very in line with breaking old patterns. Sometimes you have to experience things a different way before you can kind of start letting go of those old ones. So, don't get so caught up in the old experiences. And then we have dream. What a gift it is to dream, to letting our minds be a time capsule, to finding which bones in the crevices of our thoughts. When so much of this life is gravity, pulling us back down to the ground, telling us to know our place, the fighter keeps dreaming. To dream is to find softness amongst concrete. It's letting ourselves believe in magic, continuing to look for the upswing, trusting that sooner or later you'll stick the landing. It is its own practice. You don't have to know. You don't have to fit your dreams into a box, package them to be sold on a shelf, or market them so they're digestible. You can let yourself see without trying to make sense of it. When the time is right to give birth to a dream, you will know it. It will work its way through you, asking to be seen, tapping you on the shoulder, asking, "Remember me?" It won't feel like treading water, but a hand outstretched. Until then, keep dreaming. Wow. That one's also very fitting. To the best of your abilities, keep holding on to that sense of hope, okay? And discovery. We will always want to make sense of things, to package them up nicely, assign them a purpose, and find reason. Discovery asks you not to. When we are uncovering, we do not need to find a label. We don't need to categorize or ascribe meaning. We do not need to react or project into the future. We just need to stay open, to stay in the moment of discovery. When we attempt to define what's coming up, we are putting up blocks and seeing the whole picture. We want to keep our arms wide, hungry for the discovery, to bear witness and let it land within us however it chooses to. We may not see or feel the seeds being planted, but trust that they are. Very fitting. Just because something bubbles up in the process of healing, we can often have a lot of things bubble up over time. And this goes very in line with, like, the last stream on Thursday. We may start uncovering a lot of shit, and oftentimes we kind of end up feeling like we're going in the wrong... Ooh, excuse me, hiccup. We may often, in those moments, feel like we're going in the wrong direction, because why would we be encountering more difficulty? Shouldn't we be getting better at these things by now? But if you're beginning to encounter more of these feelings, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going in the wrong direction, okay? It just means more things are coming up. However, as this says, as we start having more things come up, that doesn't mean that we need to engage with them, that we need to that we essentially need to, like, do anything more than acknowledge it, okay? Acknowledge its presence. But you don't need to engage with it. Okay. And Thera-Pets. Let's see what this one has to say. And ultimately, that's kind of like the goal here of mindfulness, is learning how to not engage with those old behaviors, those old patterns, those old thoughts. Acknowledging them, but letting them pass. And choosing a more conscious reaction to something. And that's going to take time. So don't be hard on yourself while you're learning to do this. Okay? Cute. No one else knows what they're doing either. It's all going to turn out fine. Again, you may not have things figured out right now, but it's fine, okay? It's fine. Don't get so worked up about this, okay? Don't get too worked up about it. The difficult journey. You can figure this out as you go, okay? Don't get so caught up in that fear of making mistakes. And stay soft. The world may be cold, but we don't have to be. Also true. And I feel that one goes very in line with... I think it was Discovery that also mentioned being open. Staying open to things. Okay. So, I hope that message helps. The Empyrean definitely came in with a bit of intensity. But... not in a bad way? If that makes sense? Okay. Okay. Are you ready, Ram? Okay. Do you know what decks you would like? Oh, you're fine. Yeah, that one's cute. Okay. I kind of was feeling the Star Spinner, and I just heard that one in my head, so, as far as Oracle deck, I think Moonology? Okay. So let me pull these out really quick. Unless... Do you want to go really lighthearted? If you want to go really lighthearted, I could get you the cat meme deck. The cat meme tarot. Because I'm also feeling that one too. So now I'm uncertain. Now I'm uncertain. Okay, let's do that one. Okay. What message does Ram need to hear today? Okay. First. Okay. Okay, reversed. Okay. Okay. So, we have Death. Cat meme deck is a major arcana only, but Chariot and Judgment. I love this deck. It's so fucking cute. But, okay. So. To go outside. That's okay. Yeah, I know that feeling, but when we're really going through it, sometimes that's really all we can do, and that's okay. So, the Chariot and Judgment cards did initially, they did kind of like pop out, like not in any given direction, and when I asked them what direction they wanted to be in, they kind of like flipped. Which kind of tells me both both sides of that energy are kind of being called on. So, currently you're going through a very, you're going through a transitional period of your life, and yes, this may be quite, difficult at times. And it may leave you feeling like you're uncertain of where to go, what direction you want to be moving forward in. You may feel like you're not really moving forward at all. Okay? And you may be getting kind of hard on yourself about that because you feel like you're not doing enough, you're not being productive, you're not taking any action on anything. And you don't feel like you're being led anywhere in particular. And that's leaving you feeling very uncertain. But here's the thing. This transitional period is about returning to yourself, okay? It's about getting yourself back to a place where you essentially can feel like yourself again, okay? Eventually, you will feel that call again to move forward towards the path that you've chosen for yourself. Eventually, you will know where you want to go. And while yes, that is something that this period will help you figure out, and something that this period that should be done during this period. Don't get too caught up in it, okay? Right now, focus on yourself. Okay? Right now, focus on what you can do. Don't try to rush ahead. And jump too far ahead, okay? This is about, again, returning. This is about returning to yourself. So you can feel like yourself again. And you can feel like a functional person again. You'll know when the time is right to move forward again. Once you start feeling like you know where you want to be going again, okay? Yes. The Judgment card is the card that occurs right before the world. And the world is the completion of a cycle. Closing of a chapter. The Judgment card is about following that internal call, that rebirth, and about letting What needs to fall away, fall away. That's fine. That's fine. Eventually you'll move forward again. But for now, focus on what you can do. And don't get too caught up in the things that you can't quite yet. Once you start feeling like more like yourself again, you'll start figuring out where you want to be going again, and then you can start taking action on that, okay? But for now, if all you can do is survive, that's okay. At least you have some good company to help, you keep going. Because cats are always good company. Exactly. Pets in general are just good company. Let's see what the Moonology deck wants to add. Now these I usually do take at face value. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Yeah. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. And very, very interesting, considering Taurus season just started. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So yes. Keep holding on, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, we got waxing moon, waxing crescent, and then we got a new moon. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the entries for these cards. During the waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? And again, it's okay if you don't know those things right now. Eventually you will, and that's okay. Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make a courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whatever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. And the Attune to the Moon section here is like a little affirmation, and for this one it says, I know I'm headed in the right direction. Okay. And waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. Exactly. And that's what these moments, are for. If you can't take the practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about your next best step. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about, so keep the faith. Attuned to the moon section for this says, I am focused on what I want. Okay. So, waning crescent moons occur, they're the next phase right after the new moon, okay? Okay, so both of those together, they have a very similar message, and that's just that, keep holding on, okay? If you don't know where you're going right now, and you don't know where you want to be going, and what you want out of anything, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Sometimes they can be like that. Sometimes they can be like that. And if in those moments they're not really telling you much, sometimes it's because they can't really, because they just kind of have to also let things unfold. And because they can't interfere with the process. Oh. Oh. It looks like the ad break is over. Okay. Yes. Hello. It's okay. I stopped. Once you mentioned the ads and once I actually saw the notification for the ad break pop up. Yeah, sometimes they can be like that. And sometimes what that means is at that current period in time, that, yeah, sometimes they just kind of have to let things unfold as well, and they can't really, like, interfere too much with that process. That doesn't mean they can't help you, and that they won't help you along that process, because they always are. Though it doesn't hurt to help, or it doesn't hurt to ask for help, rather. If there's something specific that you want to ask for help on. It doesn't hurt to ask for that. But regardless, just know that they're always helping you. But if you ever encounter a period of time where they're not really saying much and they're not really offering much to you, like in the way of like guidance and actual information, just know that sometimes it is because they just kind of have to let things unfold naturally. But that doesn't mean they won't still be helping you, and they won't still be alongside you in that process. So, yeah. In those periods, though, it just means that you just kind of need to be focusing on yourself and just taking time for yourself to just breathe and relax. So, and yeah, during transitional periods, yeah, that's kind of all we can do sometimes. Is just take some time out. Touch some grass. I know that feeling. And yeah. That's why it's important during these moments. That's why it's important during these moments to just take time for ourselves to just relax and rest and breathe and just exist. Because during some of the difficult parts of like these transitional periods, that's really all we can do, and that's okay. It's not something we should be hard on ourselves about. There's a lot to process, and sometimes we just kind of need to take some time to breathe so we can process those things. And even if you don't even know where to begin processing things, that's okay too. Just kind of need to take some time for yourself and just relax, go have a little fun, just go enjoy yourself in whatever ways you can. And just take care of ourselves in the way that we can. And there's nothing wrong with that. Even though, and I know that's really hard to accept sometimes because our society doesn't really accept that. It tells us that we have to be go, 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 that we have to be, always have to be productive and always have to be doing something, but that's not sustainable. We can't function that way. And taking moments to rest and taking breaks is actually one of the most productive things that we can be doing. Even though capitalism doesn't really see it that way, so, eh. But, yeah, they can get fucked, so. Okay. And then the Lumen and Taurus card. Let's see what that one has to say as well. Okay. Lumen and Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter, or when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy, so now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign to not give up just yet. I believe that last part is the most important part of this. One of the most important parts of this. There are good things coming. Yes. But we can't give up yet, okay? Even though we may really want to sometimes. And we may struggle to see the point in things sometimes. It's important that we keep pushing through. let's see what the Thera-Pets deck wants to add here. Yup, I know that feeling. Oh. Oh, I just saw one of the cards that just like flipped upright. Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. They're all cats. They're all cats. There's more than just cats in this deck, but you got like 3 cats. Yeah, they're all cats. You got 3 of them. Sometimes it feels like that horrible feeling will never end. It's important to hold on and wait it out because it never lasts. Which is something I just said earlier. And it's very, very fitting. Yeah, apparently. You have 3 cats that want to deliver very cute, sweet messages. You're strong, smart, and you got this. And this one is the one that I saw flipped up. You are important. You matter. Oh. Oh, that's sweet. I mean, if that started up, just gonna say that it's possible if that started up after her passing, that also might be her way of saying that she's, you know, she's watching. She's watching your back. So. If you started having a lot of random stray cats pop up in your life after her passing, that might just be her way of saying hello. But that's really sweet. And these messages are all adorable. But I hope that message helped. Aww. I know what you meant. Aww. That's cute. Oof. Okay. So I hope that message helps. Aw. I wonder if they like played together. Yeah. That's cute. Aw. That's really cute. That would be really cute. Just to see all the neighborhood cats getting along with yours. I bet that's really cute. Hey, Bree. Oh. That's really cute. I love that. Aww. They normally all hide. So I take it they're kind of skittish. That's even more, that just makes it even more adorable that, like, they just like your cat and that they just kind of hang out with him. Despite being, like, skittish. Oh. That's really cute. I love that. I love cats. You're all good, Kels. Okay. Are you ready, Bree?
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Oh. That's cute. Oh.
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
That's really cute.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
I love little deer too. They're adorable.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay. And what decks would you like tonight, Bree? Get in there. My goodness. Sorry, it was stretching to put a deck back in my basket. It didn't want to go in. Are you? Yeah, no problem. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Also, I suppose I should probably go ahead and issue a last call for Q here. Considering it is getting close to 2 hours already. So. What message does Bree need to hear today? Oh goodness. Okay. Okay. My goodness. I'm not sure if you heard that. Okay. So we have... Hold on. Right in reversed. Right in reversed. Okay. Right in reversed. Okay. So we have here... Six of Swords. Seven of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. So, there we go. Okay. So, this past situation here, whatever, like, past situations that, you're dealing with here, whether that's breaking out of, like, old thought patterns, past situations with others, anything that kind of left you feeling in a period of struggle. Just, continue moving forward from them, moving on from them, continue moving forward, okay? You are, like, this is essentially a reminder to just keep pushing forward, because you're already doing, you know, like, you're already working on this, you're already making progress in this, okay? Even if you can't see it yet. You're moving on from this, you're moving on to better things, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is most certainly emphasizing that, moving on to better things here, okay? So, it's really, really hammering that one in. Funny, given there's a hammer. I feel like someone just started laughing, but I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's one of mine. It might be. But yeah. But, you are moving on to better things. There are better things ahead for you, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is emphasizing that. There will be, like, if you haven't experienced it yet, though I feel like things are starting to unfold for you here. You're about to turn the corner, into a better cycle in your life, okay? One where your efforts here will be rewarded, okay? Your efforts will be rewarded here. So. Just keep putting in that work. Keep putting in that work, keep putting in that effort, okay? Just keep persevering here, okay? Don't get too caught up in, don't get too caught up in these events of the past again, okay? So, yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep focusing on the things you're focusing on. Don't get too caught up in those past events again, and just know that better things are ahead. You are moving on to better things, okay? Even if you can't see it yet, even if you can't feel it yet, things are shifting, okay? Okay, and before I forget here, because I already just issued a last call like a few minutes ago here, let me go ahead and with that last person here, go ahead and close the queue. Okay. Yeah. And that's why it's important to keep holding on. Particularly, if you've been experiencing moments where you kind of feel like giving up, or you struggle to see what the point of things is, which is, funnily enough, very in line with like the reverse energy of this card. If you found yourself feeling like that in the past, that's why you're being given this message to keep holding on, okay? To keep pushing forward, to keep doing the things you can. Because even if you can't see it yet, there are better things, okay? And let's see what the Oracle wants to add. Ooh, okay. 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 We got that card again. I think you got that one the last time I used this for you. Yeah, I think that was the last time I had a choose your own deck night and you chose this deck. We have Mintaken, Longing for Home, Belonging, the Original Lightworkers. Starseed, What Lights You Up? And the card that I was just talking about. This one doesn't pop out very much. Trust the Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So you might be feeling a bit of a nagging feeling. There's the book. I accidentally buried it under the Thera-Pets deck. Whoops. Okay. And Mintaken. Longing for Home, Belonging, the Original Lightworkers. Mintakens are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth, and believed to be the original Lightworkers. The Mintakans' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean that you are a Mintakan or are longing for a sense of belonging. And root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on Earth to call your own. If so, you're being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. To choose where you feel most at home and create it, rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. Also, an ad break is about to start here, so... It says starting soon, but it hasn't happened yet. Which is strange. Usually for me, like, once that message pops up, once that timer counts down, it's just immediate. The only time that it doesn't do that is right at the beginning of stream. And there it is. I complain about it and it's just like, fine. Well, it wasn't a complaint, rather an observation, but thank you. I think it should be over now. Okay. So. I have a feeling this is kind of, with this presence of this card, this might be calling back to a previous reading a while ago that dealt with like that feeling of like that desire to connect with people and struggling to connect with people in the way that you want to, and kind of feeling like you don't fit in and you don't belong. So this is essentially just kind of telling you to keep trying. And also, this is something, as this card says, it tells you to create it rather than wait for it to come. You are doing that. You are doing that. You are creating your own space. So. Keep going with that, essentially. And then we have Starseed. What lights you up? Starseeds are souls with a double mission to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more, and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in, or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on Earth like a glorious vacation. So, I'm digging through a lot of the New Age stuff that is in here, and a lot of the out there stuff that is in here. The core of this message is essentially following what makes you passionate, following what makes you happy, following what makes you feel good. Okay? Answer the calls that you feel, whatever it is that you feel called to, whatever it is you feel called to create, contribute, or do. Follow that. Okay? And also, don't dim that just to feel like you do have to fit in somewhere. I find this card very interesting, especially that it did pop out second and landed like right in the middle of both of these cards, because it has elements of both. This tells you don't dim to feel like you fit in somewhere and to feel like you belong somewhere, which is very much going in line with this. And it's also telling you to answer a call, and that if you don't answer that call, you might start feeling a restless feeling until you finally do answer it. Which is exactly what this card says. Okay, and where is it? There it is. Okay. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? That niggling feeling, that annoying niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there, and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact it is the body that is the intuitive one. Or rather, it's us that's the intuitive one. Working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment to scan every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You're being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. And then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer it now. So, if you have been feeling a nagging feeling about anything, this is kind of your sign to inspect that and see where it leads. okay? And let's see what the Thera-Pets deck wants to add here. Yeah. Which is very, very much going in line with this. It's about doing what you want to do. Don't worry about the opinions of others. Don't let them influence what you choose to do. No one can make those decisions except you, okay? And the most important thing is that you're happy with it, that you're comfortable with it, and that it makes sense to you. And on top of that, not only don't worry about the opinions of others and don't let it influence you, don't worry about the judgment of others either, okay? Don't worry about being judged for the choices that you make, the path that you choose for yourself, because, again, it doesn't matter. There are always going to be people who are going to tell you that you shouldn't be doing that. That you should be doing something else. Okay? No matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter where you are, there's always going to be someone. Okay? And it's important to not let that have too much of a hold over you. But yes, do what you want. Follow what makes you happy. Okay? And let's see what the Thera-Pets deck wants to add. Oh. Well. Okay. Yep. Oh, there were 4 there. There was a hidden one. How fitting. With every challenge you meet, you gain experience. You are leveling up. And these next 2 cards that follow each other in succession, they go together very well. Feeling worried doesn't mean anything bad is going to happen. You're going to get through this fine. You always find a way. And going in line with that, it's okay to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. You'll succeed in spite of these feelings. Okay, see you later, Adam. This card does not want to stay put. And last one. You are a fighter ever onwards. So, in other words, you got this shit. Don't let these anxieties and these fears and these worries drag you down too much, okay? You'll get there. Of course. Thank you for stopping by. And also, remember that no matter what, you are always welcome here, okay? It's something I said last stream, I think, to someone. And I meant to add on after that. That goes for all of you. Okay? You're always welcome here. All of you. Okay? Of course. I do my best to be. Because I know how difficult it is to not be given those things. Because not too many people in my life have been. Okay. Are you ready, Kels? What decks would you like? Okay. Okay. Let me take a drink really quick. What message does Kelsey need to hear today? Well, I wonder what that card is. Apparently it really wanted to be seen. Though it still didn't flip upright, so. Or face up, rather. Okay. Predator reversed. Predator reversed. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 7 of coins. But upright or reversed? Upright or reversed? Upright. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. We have we have the 9 of Wands, the Knight of Coins reversed, and the 7 of Coins. Oh, okay. Okay, so, oop, sorry, that's crooked. My bad. So, you might feel like giving up here. Given the coins here, I do get a sense that this is in regards to, work. I get the sense that this is work related, and you might feel like giving up. You might feel like giving up, you might be wondering what the point is, and you might kind of be starting to get a little bit impatient with things, or feeling a sense of urgency, essentially. Oh no, I'm sorry. So yeah. Essentially, both the Seven of Coins here and the Nine of Wands are both telling you to keep pushing forward. Okay? Keep holding on, keep pushing forward, keep persevering, okay? Yeah. Yeah, and I get the sense that that's probably what it's about. And you will... There is a payoff to this, okay? There is a payoff to this, even if it seems pointless, even if it seems hopeless, even if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, okay? Okay? There is a payoff to this. Things will get better. You will find what you're looking for here, and there is reward at the end of this, okay? Just keep holding on and keep pushing forward, okay? Don't let those worries or those fears get the better of you. It's okay if you feel frustrated, okay? It's okay. Just, don't get too caught up in those feelings, okay? Just try to keep your head above water, okay? I know it's easy to get sucked down into that, but especially when things start feeling hopeless. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I just closed my queue a bit ago. And let's see what the Oracle deck wants to add. Oh. Oh, someone's calling to you, alright. We have waxing gibbous. It is okay to change the direction. Vision. Get clear on what you want. And you got another call from someone here. Diana, be one with nature. Otherwise known as Artemis. Diana is the Roman name, or their equivalent goddess. Artemis is the Greek name, however. You've got this card a few times, so yes. And waxing gibbous. It is okay to change the direction. You are being called to look closely at the path you are on. Examine your goals and vision. If you feel like you need to make some changes to achieve your goals, do them now. Now is the perfect moment. Now, do not waste any minute. Time is precious, life is precious. The waxing gibbous moon is the last phase before the moon reaches its fullness. It represents adjustments, refining, and editing. Things do not always work out the way we planned, and it is acceptable and expected to change the direction sometimes. Trust that the universe will support you through every journey you take. Trust the redirection. And most importantly, trust yourself. Yeah. So it's okay to change direction, and know that you'll be supported in, no matter what decision you make. It's important, though, that, as this card says, and even as the next card says, it's important to get clear on what it is you want here, okay? So just make sure that you're doing things because you want to do them. Because you feel they're right for you, okay? Vision. Get clear on what you want. If you do not know what you want, it is practically impossible to obtain or request it. You need clarity. Your desire must be clearly defined. Often our vision clouds when we are busy, distracted, or overwhelmed. Having a clear vision means living life with less confusion and doubt, even in these times. Your desires are ever-changing. Sometimes you have the same desire for years and years, and other times your desires change by the hour. So whether it is something you have wanted all your life, or something you've only just realized, clarify what you want at this moment. If anything changes in the future, simply adjust, pivot, or redirect, which goes very, very in line with the last card. It is okay to change your mind. If you want clarity on your vision, remove the excess. Find clarity regarding what matters by ridding yourself of everything that does not. Find the light. Create your space. Do one thing at a time. Eliminate distractions. It is time to experiment and challenge yourself. And then we have Diana. Be one with nature. Diana is the Roman goddess of magic, witchcraft, women and children, wilderness, fertility, and hunting. Like many goddesses, Diana is one of paradoxes and dualities. Though she is a virgin, she chooses to protect women during childbirth. Even though she is a hunter, she cares deeply for animals. Diana shares the lunar trinity with Selene and Hecate and serves as the patron goddess of witches. Diana represents the crescent moon and the color white. Diana is a feminist, a protector of women, and a witch. She knows what she wants and knows how to get it. She is owned by no man. Though a moon goddess, she confidently stands with her 2 feet on the ground. She is a free spirit running in the wild. She is one with nature. Also, speaking of Selene and Hecate, during the last announcement for Hades 2, they announced that Selene and Hecate are actually going to be added to the roster of gods and goddesses. So, their designs were revealed, and they both look really cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what the Thera-Pets deck wants to add here. Aw, that's cute. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Go. Aw, these are cute. I love these. You are capable. You can do this. Nope. It's all going to work out fine. Just do your best. It will be enough. And I know you feel anxious, but you forgot the part where you totally got this. So, I hope that helps. And also, yeah. And also, remember too that, to work with a deity, you don't necessarily need a dedicated altar space, okay? You can reach out to them. Also, I don't get the sense that they're necessarily if a deity's calling to you, the nature of that relationship changes a little bit, okay? There's also a possibility. There's a possibility, too, that she could also kind of be a guide. So. It doesn't hurt to reach out. Okay? Even if you don't have a dedicated altar space. I don't. I use the top of my dresser anytime I want to, like, offer anything. Or light a candle. Or any of that shit. Okay? So. Somewhere where you can clear a space temporarily. Just get a candle. They don't have to be fancy. Okay? You could just get like a little pack of votive candles from like Walmart or wherever. They don't really cost very much. You could even, if necessary, get like some tea light candles. They won't last very long, but still, it's better than nothing. But they have like little votive candles. Hell, you could even just get like a pillar candle. Like they sell prayer candles at Walmart. I would recommend... Do you have any white ones? So the entry for this card said that she's associated with the color white, okay? And white is also all-encompassing. It contains all colors within, so it doesn't matter. It's a good substitute for any other color of candle if you don't have them, okay? So I would try to get a white one. I will say that they sell at Walmart, they have prayer candles. Like they're glass pillar candles. Like thin, tall glass pillar candles. They last for about 3 days if you burn them continuously, okay? You don't need to burn it continuously. You can just light it and then extinguish it, like, after a bit, okay? They cost like $2 at Walmart. I would try to find a white one, okay? They also sell like incense for like $1 at Walmart. They have their own brand of incense that's actually pretty decent. If you don't have any incense already, as a, just as like a, this is just from my experience, okay? If you do want to get incense, I will say that frankincense is a good starting point if you're trying to contact a deity, okay? You may figure out eventually that there is a specific scent that they're associated with, but frankincense is it's connected to the divine, okay? That's something I burn specifically for mine. They also have an association with it being, you know, ancient Egyptian gods. So, just putting that out there. And they also, like, I have for them specifically, I burn frankincense. I also burn myrrh sometimes. Those are good. Frankincense is good for contacting. It's good for like, again, like connection to divine and stuff. Myrrh is good for like letting things go. And specifically for them, I also have a blend of incense that has like, that's associated with Egypt. I also have specifically for them an ancient incense known as Kifi. It was a incense that they burned in their temples. And you need like a special burner for it and like a special setup for that specific incense, because that one's like resinous incense. It doesn't burn on its own. So you need like little charcoal, like incense charcoal, to light to actually burn the incense itself, because it's not flammable. It doesn't light itself. That one's specifically for them because it's theirs. It's directly associated with them. So, after you work with them for a bit, you may find that they're, like, with any given deity, you may find that there is a specific incense that they like, that they prefer, that is directly connected with them. You may also find information out there if you go looking for it, if there's like any sort of incense that is associated with them, any sort of scent that is associated with them. And sometimes that experience ends up being like extremely personal to you, extremely unique to you. And if you find yourself in that sort of situation, that's okay. That's okay. Whatever you feel is best in that regard is what you should go with, okay? Like, they also really, really like lavender, though it's not associated with them at all. Um, but yeah. So, you don't have to have like a dedicated altar space, okay? That's the important thing to remember. And if you want to like contact them, contact her, just try getting like a little, like if you're tight on funds currently, like if you're really tight on funds currently, like I said, they have like a prayer candle. They're called prayer candles. They're just like glass pillar candles. That are unmarked, and they sell them in all sorts of colors. They do have white ones. And their burn time is around like 3 days. So they'll last for a while because you don't need to keep it lit. I would essentially just leave it burning for however long you feel is best. I would recommend like an hour or two, really. Just send out your message. And that's what the candle's for. And if you have the ability to get incense, you could also try frankincense, or anything else that you feel called to. So, any other scent that you feel called to that you feel would be more fitting, okay? But, just a candle's fine. Just a candle's fine. Just intend to reach out to them, okay? Never hurts. Just, again, if you don't have a dedicated altar space, just clear like a little area that you can just temporarily make an altar space and just kind of give it a quick, like, cleaning, a little quick wipe down. And, set a candle there. If there's anything else that you have that you feel is attached to them, set it nearby. And just make sure to keep an eye on things. And that's really it. And then once you extinguish the candle and you feel like that's good enough, just, you know, remove the objects that you placed there and just, you know, put the things that you cleared away back. That's it. That's what I do. Like my dresser, because I don't have a lot of space due to where I live currently. I live... To put it simply, I've been in a motel for the last 7 years. I don't have a lot of space, because it's just a room. I also don't have the ability to cook a lot of things, because I couldn't afford one that did have, like, a kitchen space. All I have is, like, a little, toaster oven and a mini fridge with a freezer on top. So. And my dresser, is kind of like a makeshift, it's multi-purpose. Like I have like an electric kettle sitting up there for like coffee and tea. I mostly make tea. I drink tea. I'm more of a tea person than I am a coffee person, but I like coffee too. Like my dresser has like an electric kettle and some like tea making supplies sitting on it. And anytime I like make an offering or just do like any sort of like candle work that needs like a dedicated space. Like a place to sit that's, you know, like safe and always in line of sight. I clear a little area of the dresser away, and I do it there. Like, it's not a dedicated altar space, and it's something, it's a multi-purpose space, essentially. Like, I leave some of my tea supplies up there too, because I don't have the ability to clear everything away. Because I have, like, nowhere else to put it. And my electric kettle is always sitting up there, along with, like, a few flavor syrups that I use for, like, tea, for lattes and stuff. There's, like, an area, like a little clear area on top is where I'll, like, set a candle or, like, light incense and stuff anytime I, like, want to make an offering. Because I do make offerings occasionally to them as well. I give them tea, and occasionally I give them a bit of alcohol. And incense. And also, another thing too, there are a lot of, specifically, like, because I just mentioned I offered them tea. Specifically with, like, food offerings and, like, consumable offerings and stuff, there are a lot of beliefs surrounding that. Some people will tell you that you shouldn't consume it. There are some cultures even that will tell you not to consume it, but there are many that will. I do. Because I'm of the belief that if you're offering them food because they either want food or, like, a food offering of some sort, whether that be, like, tea or, like, or a drink or, like, a little snack or alcohol or whatever, a lot of, like, some people will tell you not to consume it after you've offered it to them, and after you feel like you've left it out long enough. However, the way that I see it is, I also don't believe they would want you to waste anything either. Especially if you're kind of struggling a lot. So, I personally believe that, and this is also again based on experience with them as well, like my experience with them as well. They're fine with me consuming it. So, just putting it out there, if you do ever decide that you want to offer them, like, a cup of tea or something, or, like, any alcohol offerings, like, if you ever have, like, a tiny bit of, like, wine left in a bottle that's, you know, kind of been sitting open for a bit, they'll take those sorts of offerings. So, like, if you ever do decide to offer, like, a cup of tea or, like, coffee or, like, alcohol or anything that's still good to consume, I say that because sometimes wine goes bad if you left it open for a bit, and I did just mention, like, the dregs of a bottle of wine. So, if you do offer them something that is still consumable, that is still edible, if you do offer them that is, like, consumable, that is edible, like, it's okay if after you've offered it to them and you've left it set for however long that you leave your offering out, it's okay to consume that. They'll tell you if it's not. And if they don't want you to. And if they want you to just dispose of it, okay? They'll tell you. So. I know. Again, like, mine in particular, like, they like tea. They like when I offer them tea. And I have so much tea. I have so much tea. I over time have like kind of amassed a bit of a collection of tea. I have a lot of varieties of tea of like all sorts. And I share my tea collection with them. But yeah, so anyway, I hope that message helped. I did get a little sidetracked there, but yeah, just remember you don't have to have a dedicated altar space, okay? You don't have to have a dedicated altar space. It's okay if it's a makeshift space that's only temporary, that you can only clear away temporarily. It's okay. And it's okay if that space is used for other things. Just based on my experience, they've actually kind of liked that, actually. Because it still feels lived in. It's used for more than just them. And again, like, they'll be understanding too, like, if you don't have, like, much to offer. Or, you know, you don't have space for things. It's okay. They understand. You're not going to offend them. Okay. Are you still here, Pixie? I'm sorry, I don't take questions. I usually just trust you, General. I can still give you a general if you'd like, though. If not, I completely understand. Okay. So tonight's also a choose your own deck night, so if you type in the exclamation point choose command, you can choose what decks you want to have used for your reading. And you can choose one from each category, by the way. The first 4 decks in that category are all tarot decks. They're all separated into categories, so all 4 decks listed under the tarot category are all tarot decks. Okay. And which oracle deck would you like? Okay, sure. Okay. I think we'll do the Threads of Fate. Lumen. Oracle. And there are 3 extra decks that you can choose from. They're essentially just kind of affirmation decks of sorts. Would you like Thera-Pets, which has cute, positive little affirmations and cute, adorable little animals? Eventide affirmations, equally positive affirmations, but they're a bit more they're not as cutesy, if that makes sense. And then we have the Illuminators Amulet. Illuminators Amulet? Okay. Okay. And let's see. What message does Pixie need to hear today? Of course. I just accidentally knocked that one onto the floor. One moment, let me go retrieve that card. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. Oof. Reversed. Okay, it's upright. Okay. So, we have here the Eight of Swords. Oops. There we go. Eight of Swords. Ten of Coins reversed. Oops, that's crooked. There we go. The Four of Swords. And the Star. Okay. So, I get the sense here that there's still some healing that needs to be done here, given the presence of the Star. There are still some self-limiting beliefs, potentially. Well, self-limiting beliefs of sorts that you're holding on to. Or that are still that are still getting in your way. And you might also be feeling kind of trapped, feeling stuck in these old patterns. And there's just a general sense of instability here with the Ten of Coins reversed. So, essentially, this may have been caused by some past events. Essentially, or this might just be like, a very prevalent, frequent feeling that you've just kind of struggled with throughout various points in your life. Whatever the reason is, it's essentially just left you feeling, left things feeling very, unstable, left things feeling very uncertain, feeling a bit shaken up, and you'll feel trapped in this, and these thought patterns that you can't break out of. And you're being asked here to release these to the best of your abilities, to begin trying to let go of these limits that you're placing on yourself, these beliefs that these things that you're telling yourself are true, okay? This might be like self-doubt, this might be any number of things, really. It's just some negative thought patterns, essentially, that you need to be freed from here. And that you need to, continue healing here, okay? Particularly if it's left you feeling like you want to give up, or feeling like things are hopeless. Just keep holding on to that hope as well, okay? To the best of your abilities. Keep holding on to that. But to help kind of you kind of pull away from getting so caught up in those things, those feelings, you're also being asked here to take some time out, okay? Take a break. Take a moment to pause. Take a moment to just breathe and gather yourself, okay? Just take some time out for yourself. In whatever way that means to you, okay? It could just be that taking some time to rest and relax, taking extra time to just like rest in particular. It could be that that's what works for you and that helps kind of like refuel you and replenish you. It could be that you need to take some time to go have some fun and go distract yourself temporarily so you're not getting so caught up in these feelings, okay? In whatever way you feel is best for you. Just take some time out for yourself, okay? In whatever way you feel is best for you, whatever way you feel would work best for you, whatever that means to you, okay? Just take some time out for yourself. Allow yourself the time to rest and get that restoration and replenishment that you need, okay? And let's see what the Oracle deck wants to say. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And that's also going very in line with things. Okay. And we have here, going very in line with that star energy, dare to dream. Boundaries. And the Explorer. Okay. So, dare to dream. No dream is too big for you. This card is an invitation to step wildly into your dreams, to visit them often, to ask them what they need from you. Despite what your current circumstances are, and no matter how far away you feel from your dreams, Spirit is telling you otherwise. Aha. That's why that came up. We often neglect our dreams because we do not know how to attain them, but the process of going after them is a collaboration with the universe. If you show up for them, they will show up for you too. And for this card, there are animal, plant, and stone associations. The animal association with this is eagle. Eagle's sight is by far the strongest of its senses. In fact, it has the best sight in all the animal kingdom. It is said to be able to spot a rabbit from over a mile away. In the aspect of our personal dreams, the eagle can be an ally for visualizing that which feels far away. A huge part of attaining what we desire is the ability to visualize it. Continue to use your imagination while showing up for what is right in front of you, even if you can't see how they connect. The plant association here is buckthorn. Like many powerful and magical plants, buckthorn is on the invasive species list. Its resistance to being eradicated is one of the properties we can call upon. If we are to go after our dreams, we will need resilience. Things may try to derail you, and you may even reach a moment where you think, am I not supposed to do this? But keep going. Stand your ground. Buckthorn is extremely helpful when dealing with external influences that may be discouraging. The stone association for this is ruby. Ruby is one of the 4 precious gemstones that has been considered highly valuable throughout all of human history. It is also an incredibly hard stone, second only to diamond. Ruby can serve as an ally when we are chasing our dreams, as it encourages us to cultivate the durability required to succeed. It being considered a precious stone is significant, as things of value do not always come easily. We must persevere. Where buckthorn is helpful in dealing with external influences, ruby supports the internal. Call on it when you feel small, when your self-talk is not so great, and when limiting beliefs are interrupting your progress. Interesting. That goes very in line with the Eight of Swords. Yes. So, that's where the sense of uncertainty from the Ten of Coins is coming from then. I see. I see. Okay. I know how hard that can be. And I know it can be really, really hard when it seems like things aren't going our way. But it is important that we keep pushing forward. Okay? If we ever want to see those things come true, yeah, we're probably going to go through some intense periods of struggle. And it's important that you figure out if that struggle is worth it to you. Are your dreams worth hardships that you're going to go through? If the answer is no, maybe that's not for you. Maybe it's time to sit and reflect further on what it is you actually want. Why is it that you're going after those things? What is it that you truly want out of it? Are you going about it the right way? Is there something else you could be doing to approach it from a different angle? And next we have boundaries. Boundaries can be a difficult thing to master. Most people are not raised with a firm understanding of healthy boundaries and either end up being closed off or allow themselves to be invaded, or they become invading of others. It requires balance and knowing exactly what your needs are. This card asks you to check in with yourself and see where you live on the boundary spectrum. Do you have a healthy relationship with them? Do you struggle in communicating around them? Are there any patterns that continue to crop up around boundaries in your life? And then there's an exercise listed here. Sit for a minute and allow your body to relax. Begin scanning your body with boundaries in mind. Where do you feel invaded? What lives there? Are there any places in your body that are calling your attention and asking for more empowered boundaries? Then check in with your throat and heart. Is there anything it wants to communicate around boundaries? The animal association with this is armadillo. The armadillo, name meaning little armored one, is known for its hard armor on its backside. Its potent medicine is in teaching us how to set a container for our desired or not desired experiences. If we already have an idea of what we do not want in our life, we can set the boundaries to prevent it from entering. And knowing what you don't want is just as important as knowing what you do want. The underside of the armadillo is soft and vulnerable, which is how we should also go through life. Open-hearted and vulnerable, but able to protect ourselves if needed. Call upon Armadillo to find this balance. The plant association is yarrow. Yarrow's botanical name is Achillea millefolium, and is named after the Greek hero Achilles. The myth has it that Achilles was made invulnerable because yarrow was floating in the river his mother dipped him in as a child. She held him by the ankle so his Achilles was not covered in the elixir, making it his weak spot, aka Achilles' heel. Yarrow has long been referred to as an herb of invulnerability. It can teach us healthy boundaries, but it is especially helpful as an ally for those that are sensitive to other people's energies. Call on it if you need support in protecting yourself from unconsciously absorbing energies from other people or your environment. Black tourmaline is the stone association here. Black tourmaline is a protector, grounder, and cleanser in all in one. It is known to transform dense energy into a lighter vibration, ground spiritual energy, and can be used to form a protective shield around your body. Some people may have opinions about any changes you make, and if you are working on being more open, others may take advantage of that openness. Use black tourmaline to cleanse and protect you from unwanted energy from those around you. You can also use black tourmaline to aid you in maintaining the boundaries you have already set. Okay, so it's important to also... I like that the plant association and the stone association for that both mentioned other people and outside energies. It's also important to go after things because it's something you want, not because something someone else wants for you, okay? And it's also important to check in with why we're going after things in that regard as well. Are we letting other people's opinions influence what we choose to do for ourselves, or are we doing it because it's something that we truly want? Are we letting other people's expectations of us get in our way? These influences, these limiting beliefs don't necessarily have to come from ourselves, okay? Are you letting someone else's opinion get in your way? Are you letting someone else's belief in you get in your way? Are you doing things because you want them and not because someone else expects you to? And then we have the Explorer. What? Card does not want to stay put. The Explorer. The Explorer calls you out of your routine and into a rhythm with your deepest self and all that is around you. When people think Explorer, sometimes they can conjure up images of grand traveling expeditions. While travel can be illuminating and profound, do not fool yourself into thinking that the experiences you need are out of your reach. Explore from exactly where you are. Explore on your own by doing new things and projects. Explore your current environment, even if it's just taking a different route on your way to work. The Explorer calls for a shake-up of the typical and the ordinary. Consider reflecting and journaling on the following questions. When you think of the word explore, what do you see in your mind's eye? What qualities are brought out in you when you are exploring? I.e., curiosity, excitement, play. A balanced explorer is driven by a need for freedom and to learn about the world around them. They do not like to be bound by society's expectations. Instead, they prefer that their external world reflects their internal world of mystery and curiosity. An explorer out of balance can have some ungroundedness and instability. Those that struggle being present with themselves may become addicted to constantly moving and going new places, doing new things, meeting new people. Explorers may also have a tendency to refuse to sacrifice their freedom in the immediate, risking their ability to survive or build for their future. Example, not getting a steady job because they want to travel, only to find themselves in debt years later and are then forced to sacrifice their freedom so they can survive. If this resonates with you, consider spending more time in solitude with no distractions. Allow for stillness, see what needs to be unearthed within you. Okay. So, and this could also be a call for reflection here. To figure out what it is that you truly want. Okay? What is that you truly want and what you truly feel called to? What is it that you're passionate about and that makes you happy? Let's see what the Illuminators Amulet wants to add. Helpful. A block exists. This is the block. Those self-limiting beliefs, those doubts, those fears, those worries. So, I hope that helps. The important thing is to keep trying, okay? Keep trying. And continue experimenting, okay? You may find something useful in from somewhere you don't expect, okay? Yeah, and sometimes it can be a very long, difficult journey to figure that out. I know that one very well, unfortunately. But that's why I was guided here. And there's still some uncertainty. It's okay if you don't have everything figured out. It's okay if you don't have everything figured out. I don't. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I felt like giving up a lot lately too. So I know that feeling. The only thing we can do though is keep pushing through. Keep doing our best to move forward. Yeah. I know that too. I know that feeling. I separated from mine at the end of last year. Because it was necessary. Because he also became a block to me. And I didn't realize it. Yep. Goodness. That is very creaky today. But that's exactly why it was necessary for us to separate. Because both of us were tying up too much of our identity to the other person when we should be comfortable in ourselves. The relationship isn't what defined us. That's not what made us us. Placing your worth in another person isn't healthy. Gotta learn to value yourself. And I know that's hard. The most I can do is tolerate myself. Currently. I have spirit helping me through that currently. They're giving me the love that I can't currently. Not that that's the only reason that they're doing so, but they're offering a helping hand. Just know that there are better things ahead, even if you can't see them now. Yeah. Just means there's something else, though, that you gotta learn. Yep. Just gotta trust that you'll get there eventually. And that you'll find what you seek. Sometimes if we push too hard for those things we seek, we instead find resistance because it's not quite time yet. If you keep viewing it in that light, then yes. Yeah. Sometimes we don't always get answers. Sometimes we get too caught up in that. It's important that even through those moments, that we continue pushing through anyway. You too, thank you. Sorry about the ads. Interrupting that there at the end. But, thank you. I hope you have a good night, too. Just, and I know it's a lot easier said than done, trust me. I've been in a very similar position for pretty much my entire life as well. But just do your best to not get caught up in those feelings. Okay? And to trust that things will work out the way that they're supposed to. And that there is a better way. And better things ahead. Okay? Okay. Let's see here. What message do you want to close us out with? Oh, goodness. We have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Coins, the High Priestess reversed, and the Six of Swords. So, it's okay if things don't make sense now, okay? It's okay if things are uncertain right now. It's okay if things are unclear now, and you have no idea of what you want or where you're supposed to be going, okay? There's new motivation ahead for you. You'll find that inner spark again, that inner drive again. And there are new opportunities, new things coming your way here. New growth coming as well here with the Ace of Coins, okay? You are moving on to better things. Just let go of the things that are holding you back, okay? And trust that you are being guided in the right direction. Okay? You'll get there to the end destination here. Even if you don't know where that is yet. Or what that means for you yet. Okay? You'll get there. Just keep doing your best to hold on to that belief. Let's see. I think I'll use the Moon Witch deck again. Okay. What would you like? Okay. Oh. Spells and rituals. Bring magic and self-care together. And Sekhmet. Courage, truth, shadow work. Oh boy. Spells and rituals. Bring magic and self-care together. Self-care is sacred. Never underestimate its healing and protective powers. Self-care is your shield from unpredictable collective energy. Self-care comes in a variety of forms and rituals. For an introvert? Can I talk today? My goodness, what is wrong with me? For an introvert, it could be tending to plants, cuddling with pets, reading a book, or organizing an altar. For an extrovert, it could be doing tarot readings with a group of friends, dancing, or going away for the weekend. I also, every time I read this card, I always find it funny too that it lists that as a self-care activity for an extrovert when I'm here doing this, and I am not an extrovert, even if it seems like that on the surface. Nope. I am very much an introvert. Basically, self-care can be anything. There is no such thing as a universal self-care ritual. You must listen to your heart and find the best practices for yourself. That goes for a lot of things, by the way. It does not have to be fancy, expensive, or Instagram-worthy. When you are charged, calm, and relaxed, you are in your fullest potential. Okay, and then we got Sekhmet. Courage, truth, shadow work. Sekhmet is the Egyptian goddess of war and destruction. She is the daughter of Ra, the Egyptian sun god, and was once called the Eye of Ra. Egyptian mythology tells the story of Ra's attempt to punish humanity by sending down his daughter in the form of a lioness. It was only when she reached Earth that she became Sekhmet, a name which literally translates as the powerful one. Sekhmet is a lioness. She is fire. She is courage and bravery. Though Sekhmet is not considered a moon goddess, her dual nature is deeply connected to the moon. In fact, the ancient Egyptians believed that Sekhmet took over the sun during the day and gave birth to the moon at night. Sekhmet inspires you to live fiercely every single day, to follow your path, to speak your truth, to know your worth, and to unleash your rightful rage. Be ferocious and courageous as you awaken the lioness living inside you. Sekhmet also reminds us of our dual nature, our femininity and masculinity, our love and rage, our joy and sorrow. We are complex beings, and we do not have to choose between one extreme or the other. All of it can live within us at the same time, and it is okay. As a dark goddess, Sekhmet helps with shadow work. She can guide you to the darkest parts of your soul. All you have to do is ask for her help. Sekhmet is always here for you. Okay, and fuck it, I'll use the Thera-Pets. Just to end off with some nice, adorable positivity. Okay. My goodness. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh. I was just about to mention Mr. Sass. And how this is... It's funny that this card comes up because rather than Sekhmet, it's him doing that for me currently. And then out pops a Void Cat. I'm sorry, my queue's closed and I'm just closing up with a final collective here. Okay, so we have here, you are strong enough. Life will always bend you, but trust me, you are too strong. Too strong? I cannot talk today. Too strong to break. Thank you. There is no rule that says you have to have everything figured out right now. Every step forward is progress. No beating yourself up anymore. It doesn't help and you don't deserve it. And the Void Kitty. You are strong. You are resilient. You will defeat this. Okay. So, whoever needed to hear that message, I hope it helps. But unfortunately, it is time for me to call it here. Thank you all for stopping by. Whether you joined the queue, talked in chat, or just lurked, I appreciate you sharing your time with me. I hope to see you all again soon, but bye for now.